The Elder Scrolls 6 is doomed to fail. Now, I know that might be a pretty outlandish thing to say so casually, however, it just might be true. Let me explain. So, with this semi recent release of Starfield and its mixed reviews, a lot of people's respect for Bethesda has gone down, and the hope that they'll make a good game, such as Skyrim again, has dwindled. Starfield had the potential to be the greatest space RPG ever, but Bethesda just couldn't deliver. The exploration on planets feels super dry as there isn't much to see on most planets, and if there is a location, it's more than likely a recycled one that's on almost every other planet. The space exploration feels just as bare bones, with hardly anything in the space portion of the game. The exploration in Starfield was just incredibly lacking, which is part of what Bethesda has been able to do so well in the past. Now, I don't believe Starfield is an objectively bad game, it has its pros and cons. However, it's not nearly to the level as some of the earlier Fallout or Elder Scrolls games. Now, what does all that have to do with the Elder Scrolls 6? Well, unfortunately, it just doesn't seem like as of late Bethesda has been putting their all into the games they release. We know what they can do, but with the recent-ish release of both Fallout 76 and Starfield, I'm not so sure they'll be able to live up to the huge amount of hype that has surrounded the Elder Scrolls series. Now, other than the quality of the game itself, there is one more thing that could taint the Elder Scrolls 6, and that's the Creation tab. If you're unaware of what exactly that is, it's essentially a mod marketplace where you can go and download mods quickly and effectively. Now, while that might sound great, I'm not so sure it will be good for ES6. The reason being is that not even a year ago, paid mods were introduced into Skyrim, making it to where mod creators could create mods but make them cost money like an in-game DLC. This could just turn Elder Scrolls 6 into an RPG hub of sorts where you have a world that's half finished and then you must rely on modders to actually finish the game. That is a lot of what modding is turned into in Starfield, where modders have had to come behind Bethesda and make mods to clean up the mess they left behind. If this ends up being the case for Elder Scrolls 6, which it's more than likely they'll continue the trend of the creation menu, that might single-handedly ruin the game. Now, with all that being said, either way, I am excited for the Elder Scrolls 6 and I hope that they can make the game as good as possible. I only wanted to make this video to express my concerns with the future of the series. Will the Elder Scrolls 6 be the biggest game in the year it releases, or will it go down as the biggest flop in video game history?